How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing live here with Boxing Beats and Rhymes. We went to the York on the weekend to watch a Steve Goodwin card, which is good. Steve Goodwin Promotion, Ultimate Glory, so that was the card. What it was called. Me and Beats are gonna go through the fight schedule of the fights we saw, because me and Beats came at a certain time. It started at 5 PM. I got there about 7. So the 7 fights I missed or I came in. So I'm gonna go for the first fight I saw. And that was the flyweight, and I saw just the ending. It finished in the first round. So I saw Prince Patel versus Patrik Kovacs and the flyweight. It was scheduled for 4 rounds, and like I said, Prince Patel finished in the first round. My evaluation of Prince Patel, he's one to watch. He's got the flair and brash like a Nassim Hamid. People listen to this podcast. I recommend you, next time he fights, you definitely go see him. He's very entertaining. He's a very colourful guy, and to be honest with you, he's getting done the business. A good knockout, good pro debut, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. My next fight I saw, actually, Beats, what was the next fight you saw? Your first fight you saw?
I saw Johnny Garton versus the guy who was defending his Southern Area welterweight title.
Johnny Garton. Okay.
Yeah. It was a stoppage victory. He was beating. He was fighting a black guy.
Oh, well, you got the names are here in front of you, so you can say the names.
Johnny Garton.
Yeah. Okay, let me show. I got it because I got the schedule in front of me. You talking about for that? What weight was that? Welterweight or middleweight?
Yeah. Okay.
Everything's in front of us. You can see the names, innit?
Yeah, Johnny Garton versus Nathan West. That's the first fight.
Nathan West. Go ahead, break the fight down, Mason. I'll tell you what I saw as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, the black guy looked a bit tentative. Wasn't aggressive enough. He let Garton dictate the pace. Garton was buoyed on by his fans. He landed some jabs, and he was able to get the jab. Then he started getting the right hand into play. Then I saw a big right hit the guy in about the 3rd or 4th, was it? And it knocked him down. Then he followed him up, punched him nearly through the ropes, and Garton won well. 4th round stoppage, I believe.
Yeah.
Area welterweight title. In fact.
Yeah. That was for the scheduled for 10 rounds. Southern Area title. I feel that there was a lot in that fight. Did you see it from the start, or where did you catch the fight?
Saw it from the start.
Okay, yeah. So you saw the build up from the start. It looked like the fight was gonna turn into something, because I tell you what, Nathan Wisely, he definitely looked like he was up for it. And Johnny Garton, he's a more experienced guy. That fight, it turned more or less one-sided fight. After the second round, it looked like it was all one-sided. It looked like Johnny Garton was just loading up, and Nathan West looked like he was just trying to survive. It looked like he had the reach and the height advantages, Nathan Wisely, but Garton cut down the ring and it was landing his big right hand. Nathan Wisely could have, for me, he could have used his jab more and done a bit more. He looked like he had all the skills, but I don't know what happened. It happened. And the knockdown he got knocked down twice in the fight, and the final knockdown was brutal. But to me, the fight could have ended 2 rounds earlier. It was brutal. It was brutal knockdown, and I hope Nathan Wisely's okay, because that knockdown looked like, it could be a career ender. But Johnny Garton goes on to retain his welterweight Southern Area title, and it goes on to other things. He's been beat.
Music he came out to.
Pardon?
See what music he came out to.
Go ahead, tell the people.
Music, white boy.
Oh yeah. Entertaining. He lost with Johnny Garton. He's lost before. Who did he lose before? He lost to someone before, innit?
I'm not even too sure about his record, but
okay, he's lost. Yeah, but that was a good fight. That was an entertaining fight for the fight.
Performance.
Yeah. I think the fight could have stopped 2 rounds before, because you can see what was gonna happen there. There's a fight I saw before. I don't know if you saw it. It was what's his name again? Sharif versus the guy from the I think he's from Croatia. Vitamil.
Cruiserweight.
Sorry, Cruiser. What's his name? Azi Sharif, in it, right?
Aji Sharif.
Yeah, versus what's the guy's name? It's in front of you, isn't it? Vital Vimins Davidaitis. Well, anyway, right? That Vitims Davidaitis, whatever. He's like 5'9". Is he? Yeah, 6'9". With almost reach as long. He's got a wingspan of someone 7 foot. As he fights out of Don Charles's gym, Punch London in Mill Hill, and Don showed me that he's in great shape. I was talking to Don about him previously. Don showed me he was in great shape. You know, previously he got knocked by him in the first round, I believe, and that was a shock to everyone. So they had the rematch. And to be honest with you, this fight kind of went the same way. It's just that Asif was in better shape. He was going into the last round. He was looking okay. He landed a couple more punches, but the long reach of the Croatian guy, it was too much. And he didn't see too much. He got hit with a big right hand, hit him on the top of the head. I was talking to him after the fight. Me and B was talking. He said he was dizzy. He said, he lost his equilibrium. And he said, nah, I mean, it was all over. It's a shame, though, because he's a pretty good guy. And his crowd were live. They all came to support him. It was a very lively crowd. He's got a good fan base. He's a good kid. But he looked like, stylistically, it wasn't meant for him. And to be honest with you, a lot of people were thinking, why did you even take the rematch? Beach, you didn't see that fight. You haven't seen that fight, did you?
No, but I'm quite interested. I was speaking to him, obviously, with you. But to take on a 6'9" guy twice in such a short span, it just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Get experience on how to tackle. That's the tallest cruiserweight in the world, right? Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, you don't need that work, man.
All right. So that fight's a shame for Arif. Hope he goes on. See what V2 goes on. There's a fight I went there previously to see was Jose Lopes versus Marko Rupic, right? That fight ended in I think the 4th round. Don Charles was telling me hopefully you can see the fight footage on Steve Goodwin's YouTube channel, so that'll come out at a later date. It's a shame I didn't see it, but Lopes, I saw the pictures. Lopes stopped him, but that's the fight I went there to see. It's a shame I watched that fight, but that was a proper entertaining fight as a cruiserweight. Maybe that Vito guy and Jose Lopes could probably match up, but I doubt if Goodwin want to put that fight in, because it would be a hard ask to fight someone like that. But I talked to Lopes about it. Lopes says he's up for it, though. Lopes says he actually wants to fight him, actually, surprisingly.
He'll probably do better than Sharif, but, even then, it's something you need to think about first, You know what I mean? Like, if you're a green fighter, you need to know how to fight someone like that, man. But that's boxing. You've got to take a chance, isn't it?
Absolutely. Okay, we're moving on. So after that fight, what was there? There was another fight after that. Okay, yeah, Larry Ekundayo, innit?
Yeah, and Dale Evans.
Go ahead, Beats.
Yeah, that's what I came to the venue for. I mean, Larry Ekundayo, prize fighter winner. A friend to me and EJ, we had a couple of interviews with him. He was fighting an eliminator for the British title against Dale Evans, and Larry showed up. That's what I can say. Larry showed up, man. Like, he boxed. You mean, like, he used his jab, used his footwork at the start, and then when he came off his toes and got down to serious business, he took the guy out. He took his man out. What did you see?
Oh man, it was Larry Ekundayo, man. He's in line for the British welterweight title, because he won the title eliminator. It was scheduled for 10 rounds, and Larry put on a masterclass of boxing. Dale Evans, hey, all credit to him. He came to fight. He was putting the pressure on Larry. Larry just took his time, took him to deep waters, and basically drowned him. He used his jab, head movement. Larry basically came in that fight unscathed, apart from, I'd say, his hand. And when we was talking to him, he had a big ice pack in his hand. I'm not sure if his hand's broken. It was definitely swelling. It's probably swelling. But we find it out later on. Me and Beats will probably get an interview later on. But he put on a masterclass and he ended up knocking him out. Larry doesn't really knock that many people out. He's got 3 knockouts on his record. But he put on and the people enjoyed it, man. It was an exhibition. It was a masterclass of boxing. Very refreshing. Actually, the fights I missed. They were all knockouts early. That's probably why I missed Lopes. The fights I didn't. So sorry if the people listening that we didn't mention your fights before, we haven't seen it. We're gonna have to check it out on YouTube when Goodwin uploads it. Goodwin Promotions upload the channel. So, but the Larry Ekundayo fight was definitely one to watch. And then when the footage comes out, you must watch that. Larry Ekundayo is one to watch. I don't know who's gonna fight for the welterweight championship.
Wouldn't it be Frankie Gavin?
Sorry, yeah, you go. It's Frankie Gavin. You're absolutely right. It's Frankie Gavin, right? So I don't know if Frankie's gonna move up to European, but that beats. What do you think of that potential matchup?
It's a great matchup, man. It's a great matchup. And I tell you what, man, they might have Frankie as favourite because he's a former world champion and he's well ranked, but Larry is going to be in there, man. Larry's going to be in there and he's going to be ready. He punches harder than Frankie and he can box very well indeed. The reason why his hand was swelled up because them left hooks in your frame was serious, man. Yeah. Serious left hooks in there, man.
Yeah, but Frankie wouldn't be hard to hit. Frankie's not coming forward in that fight. That's actually going to be a very cagey fight. It's going to be one for the purist. That's one for the purist right there. Beach, it depends where. If it's in London, you're gonna go buy a ticket to go watch that one, yeah?
Yeah, I definitely will. I definitely see. But the thing, you see what the problem Frankie's gonna have with Larry,
Yeah.
right? Larry in this fight, he came off his off the counter punching and went aggressive. But if Frankie wants to do the counter punching, Larry's the counter puncher. Larry will be as patient as you want if it needs be.
Yeah.
Larry can be very patient as well. So that he's going to cancel out a lot of what Frankie does. You know, so that's going to be a good fight. I'd love to see that one.
Yeah. I love to see that. A lot of people go that Larry carries a lot of support. A lot of people came to see Larry. The place was buzzing, jumping. You know, and Larry just put on his jab, movement, head movement. And Dale Evans, man, I like him. He's a, you know, Dale Evans got he had a good fan base. Dale Evans comes to fight. It's just that it was like a bull versus the Matador, and Larry the Matador just basically just stuck it to the ball. Dale Evans, hopefully he got knocked down and stuff, and the fight got stopped and that, but he put a grave effort. Hopefully he comes back to see what he does. But Larry definitely looks like the real deal, and for me, if he goes into fight Frank and Gavin, boy, that's a toss-up for me. It could be a 50-50, but Beach has got Larry. You know what? I like Larry to win. I'll go with Larry as well. I'll take Larry on that one, but I wouldn't be surprised because the experience of Frank and Gavin, it'll be a great fight for the fight fans to watch. All right, Beach, we move on to the next fight of the night. Go ahead. You talk about Jahmaine Smyle, right? What's his name? Say his name properly, Beats.
Jahmaine Smyle.
Go ahead.
Versus Lee Markham. Like basically Jahmaine Smyle. He's probably a British dude, but obviously Jamaican heritage. You know, he come out to Dangerous, and he had Pure Yardman in the crowd supporting him, and very muscular, well-built dude. Against Lee Markham, who heavily tackled white dude. He didn't look as strong. Lee was quite good though, man. Like, you know, this was the fight of the night in my opinion. You know, because they both stayed in there and they banged it out, man. They banged it out pretty hard, and it was a good fight. I thought Jahmaine was going to blow him over just looking at his physique, but it was for the English super-middleweight Masters title, I think.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And like, you know, it was a total. Lee was very clever though. Lee was very clever because even though it looked like he was out muscled, he kept moving clockwise, and he kept my guy off balance, and that way he managed to stay in Jahmaine's face all the time. So he was competitive. Lee was a bit cleverer than what he looked, and it was a good battle. And I was assuming that Lee was going to get the decision, not because he was winning, but he had, we won't go into that. I thought he was going to get the decision, but you know, Jahmaine Smyle got the decision, and you know what I mean. His mum comes up to Errol, "Oh, my son won."
Yeah, I talked to Jahmaine Smyle soon to his mum, and I'm saying like we were surprised he got the decision, but everyone was so happy. That fight was a backwards and forwards one. Like Billy said, one of the fights in the night, most competitive fight of the night, because most of them, the other fights were kind of one-sided. 10 rounds, it went 10 rounds, a competitive 10 rounds. Backwards and forwards, slugfest, slamming in the pocket. Like you said about Lee Markham, he had good defense, his hands up tight. Jahmaine Smyle using his jab. Both of them had good defense, tight defense. They wasn't giving inch, giving no quarter. Backwards and forwards, the rounds were pretty tight. Backwards and forwards, and to be honest with you, I felt the same way. I thought, you know what, the fight was so close. You know, it could have gone either way. But I don't know. I didn't think Jahmaine Smyle was going to win. That's because I thought, you know what? I think Lee Markham. I think he's a Goodwin fighter, and I'm not sure if Jahmaine Smyle is a good. I'm not too sure which was the Goodwin fighter. I was just assuming. And everyone, and he had a good fan base, man. He had a great fan base, and everyone was so happy for him to win the fight. And no, I didn't see Lee Markham's fan really disappointed. It was for the fight fans there. It was a really good fight. Definitely one to watch. Like I say, when Goodwin Promotions upload the fight, make sure I'll put it on the comment. I'll put it in the comment section of this video. So I'll put it in the description box of this video, so you guys can check it out when Steve allows gonna put it up, because he's got a lot of things going on. Another card happening this weekend. So but that fight definitely one to watch. And we try, Jahmaine Smyle, me and Beats want to interview with you when you're ready. So we're trying to sort that out. And alright, Beats, we're going to the next fight.
Leon Mckenzie versus Ivan Stupalo.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
International Masters Super Middleweight title. In fact, Jahmaine might actually fight Leon next. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, they're both at Super Mid. Yeah. To be honest, we weren't really focused on this one very much. Like, we was talking to a lot of boxers. We were speaking to Rendell, Chris Pyatt, and a lot of other people, and Joe Alusigan. We spoke to him, but it wasn't a heater. This one wasn't a heater. Liam Mckenzie is very well schooled. He's the son of Clinton Mckenzie, former British Commonwealth type champion himself, and the uncle of Duke Mckenzie, who were both in his corner. He's well schooled. He used to be a former professional footballer. He's well schooled, but you know, he won very convincingly on the scorecards apparently. Mm-hmm. You know, but I mean, it wasn't a heater compared to what went on before. You know, it took the tempo down of the evening a little.
Yeah, I can see why Mckenzie was on the main event, because he's the bigger name. Everyone knows Mckenzies and what they've done in boxing, and so they were the main event on the card. And I've seen Liam Mckenzie fight before. Like I said, his father was in the corner. Clinton Mckenzie, he was in the corner. And to be honest with you, it's a shame that a lot of people was leaving at time, because you know how boxing works is that certain fan base come and after their fight is finished they're going home. They're not really interested in the other card. Mckenzie actually put on a really good boxing exhibition. Still an exhibition. He won comfortably on the cards and he got the decision. He moves on. I saw his fight previously before, and to be honest, he's not got the knockout power as his uncle and his father that they have, and a different style. He's a very good boxer. And he won comfortably on points, and it was good. It's just that what went on before with the Larry Ekundayo and the Smyle fight and the Markham fight, it's just the kind of like a calm down fight, you know what I'm saying? Because he put on a good boxing play. Maybe they should have put that fight. I mean, the Lee Malcolm and the Smyle fight was definitely ending of the night, you know what I'm saying? So and then maybe Larry Ekundayo, maybe in that order, you know. But Liam Mckenzie could see. He was fighting for the super-middleweight silver international masters title, so that's the title he's picked up, or he's either probably defending maybe, and
he just won it. It was the vacant title.
Okay, yeah, he's a vacant title, so he won the title. So he's going on to bigger and better things. We see what happens in the next performance, but it was a good performance, you know. I actually didn't observe, because at the time me and Jack Beats said we were talking to Chris. What's his name again? Chris Pyatt, talking to Jahmaine's mum, and we're talking to
Randall
Monroe. Me and Beats, Just Me Fight fans, me and Beats done the circuit, man. Yeah. We talking to Josie Alushigan, Larry Ekundayo, talking to Darryl Hamilton, talking to Don Charles.
So it's all about the place, man.
Yeah, me and Beats we was doing the circuit, but there's no fight film footage of me and Beats doing that. I didn't record it because we was in the moment of just talking to everyone. Maybe next time we put the camera on and that, but to be honest with you, maybe they couldn't be that good anyway, because even if we were talking to them, there's a lot of noise in the background. You need to kind of get these people on a one-on-one and get a good give you guys quality sound. But take our word for it, man. It was an extravaganza. Good on Steve Goodwin. It was a great card, great show. I've been to this is the second card I've been to, and this card is probably one of the best cards I've ever been to. What would you give Beats rank of the card itself, entirety?
I enjoyed it, man. It has to be an 8.
8, yeah, that's actually a good number. I actually agree with you. 8 as a thing. It was a very good entertainment, and a bit of everything for everyone, isn't it? Yeah. It was four major titles on the line. The prices were affordable for everyone to get in there. Everyone definitely enjoyed themselves, and it was a very good crowd. It was a very good, entertaining night of boxing. Like I said, Steve Goodwin's got a card. I'll leave the description thing in the box for you guys to check out when his next events are. If you're around New York or anywhere, Steve Goodwin, go check out his shows. It was a very entertaining night. Anything else you want to add there, Boxing Beats?
No, it's all good. We think we got this one wrapped up right now. So
alright then, man. Alright, from EJ Boxing Live, Boxing Beats and Ryan, we'll catch you next one, fight fans. Peace.
EJ Boxing Live here. EJ Boxing Live here.
Buster Douglas knocked him out. Buster Douglas, the fat bump, the leather
Yo, this is Chris Caban, chilling with my man EJ Boxing Live, one of the hottest, dopest boxing channels on YouTube. Check them out.
The Boxing Beats and Rhymes on the EJ Live YouTube channel.
And he was the number 10 rating contender, and he had never been knocked down. And Sonny destroyed his mouth. Thea lost most of his teeth, basically with 1 or 2 left hooks.
Oh shit, boy! What was knockout? Kids sleeping like Manny Pacquiao.
EJ Boxing Live here. EJ Boxing Live here.